What inspired this video is three seemingly unrelated things that have just been on my mind lately that it's funny how they all three just came together. Okay, and the first one, I'm hearing a lot of noise on social media from young people wanting positions of power. Okay, and the boomers are holding them back. Boomers are just won't leave, won't retire, and occupying those positions. And the boomers just need to go so that they can get the promotions and whatever. All right, and this is in companies, corporations, government. Okay, the second thing, I watched a video today, and it was the essential craftsman, and he had an old oak tree, a white oak. He had it cut down and sawed up into boards. Okay, and then the third thing, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and we were talking about craftsman style houses or homes. That was a traditional architectural style way back, part of the arts and crafts movement. Okay, my friend, he's my age, very knowledgeable person, and we were talking about craftsman style. To him, that meant a lot of wood in the home, wood trim, and it's painted. Okay, that's not what it means, by the way. Me and him argued about that, but okay, but now he's a builder. All right, so when he says that's what a craftsman style home is, that's what most people think it means now. All right, because he's constantly talking to people, and when they say, I want a craftsman style house, his job is to give them what they want. That's what they want. And he knows that's what they want. That's just what it has come to me. Okay, the problem with that is this craftsman style home isn't painted wood. The whole arts and crafts movement was a movement that started in England in the 1800s, and people noticed that things, modern things in the 1800s, didn't have the quality from way back when. Yeah, we've all been fussing about that for generations. The things now just aren't as good as they used to be. Okay, so there was a revival around that time to start having things made by true craftsmen and artists. Okay, arts and crafts. All right, well, that spread, and eventually it showed up in America in the early 1900s, and it led to different homes, architectural styles for homes. Okay, so craftsman being one of the styles. On the East Coast, it's craftsman. On the West Coast, it's bungalows. And Midwest, it's prairie style. Okay, and then you had a Gothic revival, different styles, but those were the main ones as far as what I'd call craftsman or arts and crafts. Okay, the whole point of that movement was honesty and natural materials, simplifying things, and craftsmanship. So the philosophy there, because that was the philosophy, what they did when they built homes, they showed the natural wood. So they did not paint it. Okay, they stained it. They had stained grade molding in those homes so that you could see the actual wood and the quality of the wood and the type of the wood. All right. To think that a craftsman style home is painted molding, wood molding, it just shows you people now just don't understand what that was even part of or about, because they don't understand the philosophy. Okay, and I'm not even going to get into the joinery. That's a big part of it also, but most people now don't even understand what I mean when I say joinery, which this right here was a part of a home from I think in the late 1800s. It could have been an antebellum home. It's a two-story farmhouse. All right, but I've seen some of the wood that had saw marks in it that would say machines were involved late 1800s. Okay, just based on the saw marks. But that could have been added because that was on paneling where I noticed it. Most of this is hand-hewed beams. So someone took an axe and they made these beams from trees. Okay, and then all of these pieces were fitted together like a timber frame home, mortise and tenon, pegged joints so it didn't come apart. Okay, Central Craftsman. He had a oak tree. Just leave a link below that video. He had a large oak tree sawn up into wood. okay, white oak. And he didn't just have it sawn up, it was quarter sawn. Okay, that's very special. And how this relates. The whole craftsman style home, the arts and crafts movement, bungalows out west, craftsman here in the east, prairie style. The most popular wood by far for that was quarter sawn oak. I don't think I ever heard craftsman style mentioned in that video when he was having that tree cut up. Everybody that watched that video, or I say most people, knew exactly the value of that wood. All right, as soon as he said white oak, and it's a giant one, knew what he was about to get out of it, and it was priceless wood because of its beauty and what can be done with it. Okay, and I was thinking as I was watching it, how many people would even understand that? Could appreciate the wood that he was about to get from that tree. And then when I seen the wood, it was gorgeous. Okay, well, most people have no clue. And then getting into the what can be done with that wood. Okay, that's the amazing part. And a young person may have the knowledge, okay, a young woodworker may have the knowledge, okay, this wood can be turned into something amazing. But would they have the skills to be able to do it? Probably not. That's wood that's not for an amateur. Okay, I would be wary of working with that. I'm a fairly experienced woodworker. Okay, so knowledge and wisdom. I have a knowledge of what exactly he's got there. I don't have the talent, the skills, the wisdom to turn that into what it truly could be. It'd be fun trying, but okay, and so many people don't even have a clue about anything I just said. All right, well, then that just ties right back to the millennials wanting power and so forth, and their chance to be in charge. Most of you millennials don't know much. And I'm not picking on you. It's not that you're not smart and that you're not capable and so forth. It's just you don't know much about the actual world. Most of you, there's always exceptions, but most of you don't. And I think in large part that's due to social media. You've spent so much time worrying about what other people think about you, that, you know, scrolling on your phones and stuff, that you weren't out making things. You weren't developing these skills and developing an appreciation for such things as what could be done with that giant white oak, or the value of this heart pine here. Some of this is about to end up in my house that I'm building now. Okay, so knowledge and wisdom. You younger people, you're going to get your shot one day. You're going to be in charge. Work on developing some skills now so that when you do get to be in charge, you can appreciate what you're in charge of. And you can bring some wisdom with you. You can learn some wisdom from the people that developed all of this to start with. And instead of just tearing the whole thing down and starting over like so many want to do, which is just stupid. I mean, honestly, that's what it is. It's stupid. All right. The way we progress is incremental improvements. All right, don't go trying to reinvent the wheel. How can I improve it? Camera battery died at the perfect time. It kept me from rambling too much. Now I need to go through some of this before it gets dark, and I'm probably going to be out here tomorrow looking through it because there's a lot of it here. I'm just thankful that my father, who is a boomer, had the knowledge and wisdom to know that there was going to be some really nice wood in that old home, and he put in the effort and the work to disassemble that home to get this wood before it's bulldozed, which was what was going to happen to it. Okay, now I've got some extremely rare, precious, gorgeous wood that I can incorporate into my house that we're remodeling it with my father. These hand-hewed beams, they're going to look really nice in some of these places. And I'm going for a craftsman style home. That's what I'm designing it around. Okay, well, exposed beams was a big part of that. God bless and have a great day.